Welcome back, everyone. We're at Genk this weekend for round number 3 of the championship at KAKC. So it was on round number 4. Sorry, it was an eventful round at Todd Road. With everything all over the place here, we come to Genk for the first time in the league's history, where one of the best racetracks in the world, and tonight that's where we will be at for round number 1 of the champion, for round number 4 of the championship. Our latest start than what we usually have, around 7:45 New South Wales time, an hour and 15 minutes, but we will start again. We will have enough time to finish off the meeting. On board, we have championship leader Josh Hunter, who's going to go for that number 1 again. Knox Black in contention again. However, he needs a miracle to win the championship coming to San Jose. These two tracks, they're not very similar, this track and San Jose, but they are toe circuits, so they need a lot of toe to pull something out. These tracks here, San Jose, very fast, flowy. It's one of the best tracks in KRP. That's why I was selected for the final round of the championship. So Tyler Koenig on pole at the moment. No one's stopping him. He's had one terrible championship at the moment. I think he's P9 at this point, with around, I think, 50 points. I can have a look now at the standings, wherever the hell they are. Bloody hell's the standings? Yeah. Tyler Koenig, P9 with 90 points. Quite an interesting championship. Jet Saragi, I don't think he's here this weekend. He comes out. No, he's not here. He comes with 155 in 4th place. That's unfortunate for him, missing out this meeting. Todd Road, a very good meeting we had run, and hopefully we should see the reverse layout make a return later in the future. So Tyler Koenig, not on pole at the moment. He's only a 10th off, speeding Josh Hunter with 3.5 minutes to go. One big circuit around a minute long. We're not obviously not used to not seeing 1 minute lap times around here in KAKC before. I mean, we've had, I think my finger lagged out for a second. We've had, what was it? Oh, fuck. Fuck. I think I'm back. Sorry about that. Something happened with my computer that stopped it from recording. Anyway, Josh Hunter still on pole. Tyron Bowman in 2nd. That is shocking coming out of him. I haven't been watching much due to the fuck. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm just gonna delete Blender. Fuck it. Delete Blender. Hang on. Oh shit, it's working. Oh god. Hang on. It's working, all good. No, it's not. Hang on. Oh shit, it's working. Oh god. Okay. Alright, all good. Hang on. It's working, all good. That's not. Okay. At the end of quali there, we had a bit of issues, but okay. Josh Hunter takes pole. Tyler Bolton second. That was a really rubbish stream. I'll try and work that out as we go. But yeah, I think that's the end there. Good quality there. Are you kidding? Are you fucking? Testing 1, 2, 3. Let me see if that works. Testing. Alright, okay, we're back. Heat 1 of KAKC and Josh Hunter on pole, Ty Bowman in P2 in his second ever race on KAKC. That is something he was going to remember for the next couple of seasons, and that's what we're going to remember as one of the newest drivers to pull off what a performance. Unfortunately, very good qualifying, but technical issues did delay us a little bit. I think it's all fine now. I don't know what's happening. Apparently there's no storage on the thing, but it's still working. So I guess we'll continue to stream how it is. Might have to get like an SD card or something to fix it. But Sin or Ty Bowman in P2 alongside Josh Hunter, that's something you'll never hear in a long time, especially in Season 2 in his second race. So someone's retired already on the first lap. It's Austin Smith in his second race. He must have rolled or something. But who knows? Well, we will get to the final corner. Tyler Koenig on not Tyler Koenig, Josh Hunter on pole position. A field of drivers right behind him. Returning driver Lewis Gotch in a beautiful position at P5. He hasn't returned since Season 1, I think at Pittsburgh or NCMP, and he hasn't made any appearances whatsoever at the States or Season 2. The first heat begins now. Josh Hunter gets a good start. Ty Bowman gets pushed down to the back there, and not the best start for him. We press more towards the back here. Tyler Koenig pulls up to P2, one of his best circuits, Genk. But Jack Music on P3 there. It's going to be the defence. Ty Bowman's going to defend hard on Lewis Gotch. He drops down to P4. Not the best start. More like a Lando Norris start for him. But back to the back straight. He's defending like crazy on Lewis Gotch. And it was a terrible start, but he may be able to recover. But Lewis Gotch isn't going to wait any longer. He's just going to send it and just get it done. Because he's just going to pull something off. But I don't think that's going to happen anymore, because it seems like the front two are battling and he's pulling away. And while we're looking at the front two, we'll go to them while they're battling at the moment. But Tyler Koenig, he's getting close. It's a toe track. He's going to get it down the back straight. He's already defending on the opening lap. We didn't get much of a turn 1 accident. I don't think so. But into turn 1, Josh Hunter still there. Tyler Koenig. Josh Hunter defending fiercely. Tyler Koenig up his ass, trying to get something out of it here. But into the hairpin to the back straight. Tyler Koenig pushing. Jack Musico. He didn't get it done, but he's going to get it done. I think he doesn't have the move. And Ty Bowman, he's back in position. He was dropping down towards Lewis Gotch before, and now he's in the top 4 battle. Now maybe in the top 3 battle. Oh, he had a look at Jack Musico there, but he didn't end up taking it. And unfortunately, that may cost him the race. But Tyler Koenig and Jack Musico, they've been battling here. They've had some battles in the past. And this isn't the first or the last. But Ty Bowman, he's trying to pull something here. He's going to get him. Josh is still defending. It's a KR, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think, is that a KR as well? No, it's a Eva, I think. But Tyler Koenig, half spins it there, but coming through towards the back straight now. And it's been a crazy race at the moment. And Jack Musico sets up the inside for P2. He gets the move done. And Ty Bowman, it's a double overtake here. And this might be chaos on the turn. I don't know what corner that is, but it's the corner after the back straight. And they are still battling. It's going to get even better. Tyler Koenig sets it up. Ty Bowman back into P2. After starting in P2, losing on the opening lap, the outside of Genk is deadly. And he's learnt that. But and I told you before, it's not over for him when it's over. And now it looks like he's going to have a little sniff at Josh Hunter for some victory coming through the last corner. Now, here we go. It's defence all over. Coming to T1. And he's going to pull something off here. A little bump from the back. Tyler Koenig loses the car, goes out of control. Lewis Scotch in the third now. It's a beastly battle for top 5 here. Tyler Koenig's dropped down a few positions. But unfortunately, fortunately, that's not the end of it. Jack Musico right behind him too. These two guys, it's kind of opposite now. We saw Jack and Tyler battling before for the lead. Now it's Ty and Lewis. If these two guys help each other, they could get that win. Lewis in another car number 66. Now, trying to defend as hard as he can from the speeding Tyler Koenig. And he's been quite fast around here. So, you're not expecting anything less but a podium this weekend at Genk. So coming through, he's got the advantage on him. He's got the advantage. He's pushing. Is he going to get it done? No, he doesn't. He's going to try and wait till the final lap to pull an overtake at the moment. So, still battling. He's going to send up the inside. He takes the lead of the race. I missed that time. Bowman takes the lead, but Josh gets him back, and it's a switchback done. He's got the lead, and he's secured it from Josh Hunter. And Josh may have a new championship contender. And he's flipped. He's flipped right away. Unbelievable stuff. From here out of zero in just a corner. Oh, what sceneries we see from him. And a disaster. From one of the fastest on the track to flipping.
He's flipped right away.
That's very unfortunate for him. We come down to the back of the field. And so it's defending from Kobe Wilson. Oh, not Kobe Wilson, Tyler Koenig. I got that mixed up for a second. It's defense from Tyler Koenig. Now, they'll come down into the hairpin. Now I think it's going to be what we saw back in lap 1. And Ty Bowman was one of the fastest on track. Unfortunately, landing up on his roof. And I think he's still there at the moment. So still, the defence now missed out, but it's going to be the defence in the T1, and it's going to be a free car battle. I think they're just going to do what they usually do. They just sit there and wait, because that's what's going to happen now, because they're just going to wait till the final lap. Maybe not. Tyler Koenig sends up the inside. He doesn't. He pulls what exactly timed to Josh a couple of laps ago. It's free wide coming into the straight. Now, from first to third, he comes out, he loses out the battle at the moment. So, Josh goes wide. The rest of the field, still out there, still battling. So they come back into the final corner. So Tyler Koenig right behind him, he's pushing. And this has been blocking. I think Josh Bernard will really pursue his normal racing line this entire race, because if he does, he's getting shafted for sure. And oh, dude, this spin! And Jack Musico gets caught up in the midst of all of it. Unfortunately, Tyler Koenig ends up in the back, and that's been another DNF in the lead. And Josh Hunter, he's done that before, and he's going to do it again. He ends up in all the midst of he comes out of the fire that was behind him, and he ends up leading and winning on lap 9 of 11. So he still keeps his lead here. I think much more back from behind. I think. So it's going to be kart number 12 versus kart number 42. And They're coming through the final corner. They're still battling hits. We haven't seen these guys too much this race. I'm not sure if there's much of a battle in the lead at the moment, but there's definitely a battle between these two guys. They're right behind each other's asses. It's going to be something they're going to pull off now. Coming to the straight. It's all for nothing here. There's a battle for P6. Sam Greenhall misses there. I think there's going to be. I think there's a battle up here, and then there's a battle up here. It's Jacob Higgins versus Jack Musicu. It goes wide. They hit each other, and Tyler Coney goes through to lead. Not to lead, to be free there, and that is going to be quite disappointing for Jack and Jacob. We might have to look at that at the end of the race. That might be an incident to review before the final, or heat 2 at least. So Jacob Higgins, he didn't participate in Todd Road. His championship times are over. However, it's not over for a win. Now he's coming to San Jose. And then to get to the final lap, I think Josh isn't the guy we're going to look at here. It's going to be these two guys. Can Jack Music at least regain P3? And I think that will be the end of the battle, maybe. Now, they're still out there. But it's going to be, they're going to battle here. Jacob Higgins right behind. And that's going to be the end of that heat. But wait, something happened. I didn't even see. Lewis Scotch wins. How the hell does that happen? I wasn't even looking. Lewis Scotch ended up winning the race. And I did not even see that. Maybe he must have passed him. Maybe he made a mistake. I didn't even notice that. Oh, well, that's something we probably should have looked at before. But the winner of Heat 1 is Lewis Gotch. Upon return, takes the win. Unbelievable. Alright, we get heat 2. It was a very eventful race here, but eventful race it was. However, there's more to come in heat 2. There's much more to come towards our final before we come over to San Jose next weekend. Very eventful one. If you guys watch on our stream, it was something not to miss out for. So heading into the start of the race. Take a look at our leader, Josh Hunter. He didn't end up winning Heat 1, which is quite shocking. I can't remember what happened. I'll have to look at the replay towards the end of the race. I could, might make a video about it on social media, depending on what ends up happening. It was I don't know what happened, but it was sure as hell something you probably should have wanted to watch on the live stream. Unfortunately, I didn't capture that in time. I wasn't looking at the minimap at that point. But at the start here, I got a whole pack of 18 cards, I think. Well, 2 didn't make it. Zane Ozog didn't end up making it. Same as Ryder McKay. Okay, but the race begins. Josh Hunter gets a normal start like always, and Ty Bowman has a little bit better start. I mean, it was an improvement from last heat. He gets in the P3 this time, and hopefully he doesn't flip, obviously, like last heat, but he still ends up into that P3 position. And we've seen from heat 1 that he can push from the back. And someone else, and there's more shit we're going to have to look at here. Cameron Hope behind Jack Musico. He's all pushing Jack Musico there, and that won't affect anything, but it might bring the steaming hot Luke Chesser to come behind him. So it's an eventful race at the best in the Saudi car. Nice looking Saudis there. So coming through the final corner. Right behind, Luke Chesser, they're still fighting. We can see from the front there, I don't think Josh Hunter's going as defensive as he was last heat, despite Tyler Carney behind. But it's going to be side by side. And I think someone was off the track, I can see from the minimap. I'm not sure who that was. But it was someone. Austin Smith out again. We can see from the minimap. And Ben Church-Maloof very far behind for the rest of the field. As we speak. But it's the battle for first here. And Ty Botman still behind. It's still sitting there. Oh, he makes a bit of a mistake there. But that's not going to cost him anything. It will cost him a few seconds. And it may cost him the win at the end of the race from that move. But that won't cost him anything while speaking. So he's still behind. He's putting pressure on our championship leader. Tyler, you've got nothing to lose now. P9 the championship. Very little points. 90 points at the moment. He's just thinking, I don't really care where I finish, I just want to win. He was robbed off the win in Monado. And unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be robbed off a win once again. And speaking of that, Ty Bowman comes into P2. Very bad timing as Ty Bowman gets into P2. And he's in position. But Tyler Coney comes back up the inside. As we're talking about that. And now it's going to be Jack Musico in the fight too. They go side by side. Ty Bowman. He's been quite fast. He hasn't had the best of luck. But heading into the final, he may have a much better and a longer stint of the race. Tyler Koenig. He was very close to Josh Hunter. And he's going to get close now. So Josh Hunter had lost Heat 1. Where's Lewis Scotch? He's in P7. Our former Heat winner. He hasn't had the best Heat moment. But coming into turn 1, he probably should defend because it's going to pop out soon. Unless these two guys start defending. And I don't think that mistake at that one lap didn't cost him anything because he's still in the groove of it. But unfortunately, such a circuit that's so much toe, you're going to get steaming hot drivers coming straight through. And Tyler pulls out a quick defensive move there. Not sure if that did anything to help. Actually might have lost him some time. Well, clearly didn't, because he's gaining time and he's pulling away as we speak. So, as we saw, he goes off there. He goes wide. He keeps his position. But it's just Tyler left to deal with Josh. And Josh goes off. And as we say that, Josh crashes out. He does end up staying in the brakes though. When he's back with Jack Musico in the battle. And now, this is going to get feisty. This is going to get good to watch here. It's going to be the battle for P2, and it's pretty much down to P8. So the battle for P2, and it's a 7-kart train. And Toby Henderson, he's thinking, if these all guys crash or make a mistake, I could get P2. And I think he's praying for that to happen. Because if you can see by the mini-map, you can't even tell which driver's who, because it's just a line of numbers and dots and just a train of drivers. And Ty Bowman makes the move on Cameron Hope. But these two guys still fighting out. They're going to go side by side. Could they go side by side for the next corner? No, they don't. Josh Hunter gets back in P2. Tyler Koenig is driven away with that win. But I don't want to say too much, because obviously what happened to Josh, I said that. And clearly Josh didn't end up winning. And we saw someone make a half spin the back there. By looks of who's further behind, I think it might be Cameron Hope. And Cameron Hope, I think, makes a bit of a move on it. And he's out. They're out. They crash out there. Both of them. Yeah, both of them crash each other out into turn one. We saw that from the background. They're out of the race. Harry still. Massive crash there. Unfortunately. Oh, Tyler Koenig! Tyler Koenig's off! Tyler Koenig's out! Oh, it's nothing good for the leaders tonight. Can anything happen from the leaders? And this is going to make me interested for the final. Is anything for the leaders actually going to go their way? And at the moment, it doesn't seem too true. So, I think my game's lagging out a little bit. However, Jack Musico, he's not wasting any more time. He's going to do it. Oh, look at the wrong guy here. He's going to do it. And Josh Hunter, still battling with him. It's going to be now a battle for the lead instead of someone driving away and crashing. So, here we go, side by side. They didn't end up making it. But Jack Musico gets in the inside. And now Tom Bowman's getting in the action too. I didn't even say that. Tom Bowman gets in the action. Jack Musico got in the lead, but Tom Bowman right there, waiting like a sitting duck. Jake Higgins goes wide. That might affect him. But the rest of the guys just sitting behind. I think everyone's sort of split up a little bit. But the battle for the lead is definitely the best one we're going to look at here. Tyler Koenig out of contention. He's in last at the moment. Not the weekend he's been wanting. A few mistakes in Heat 1 that cost him the win. And a crash in Heat 2 that cost him the win the most. I mean, the problem with Tyler is he just folds when he's under pressure. And clearly that's shown tonight in Genk. So, Josh Hunter still there in P2. And Jack Musico, could he defend off Josh Hunter? We've seen from the few other leaders that if you're in the lead, it doesn't mean you're always going to win. And even with that a lap to go, or 2 laps to go, or 10 laps to go, that's never going to happen. And we've seen that from Jack Musico. He gets back in to second while Josh gets in the lead. Ty Bowman in P3. To be honest, anything better than this. Anything better than this. Than what he had last heat, which was a DNF. Not sure who I'm looking at. I'm looking at the leaders, sorry. So here we go. It's going to be the move. I think the tap from Ty Bowman gets it back up. And Josh Hunter's expecting a Carter free. Well, it's not. I think from that angle it looked like Jacob was going to send it, but he didn't. And now, a little bump from him. But these guys are going to go side by side. It's Tyne's corner. Tyne gets it. But here he goes. Oh, Josh back into contention. And that's Jacob. So they're still battling here. Oh, Josh gives him a little bump. And Ty and they will go side by side. It's 3 wide. Oh, it's 2 wide. Into the back straight to the corner. Now. It's still out there, still fighting. They run off a lot through this corner. So not much of an advantage going out wide there. We've seen that before, Josh and others. And Josh, who thought was out of contention for sure, ends up taking the lead again. But Jack Musico, he's going to pull the Lewis Scotch at that moment. And he does, he gets it back in the lead onto the final lap. And here we go, the turn 1. Could Josh Hunter go for his first weekend, I think, without a heat win? Could this happen? Josh might be fuming, because it's probably going to happen. And they're going to bump each other. Now he goes wide. Josh, I think Jack Musico will be happy if he gets this win. And imagine a stay coming out the hairpin. Oh, I think he gets a little oversteery. Now, I don't think that's the end of his reign. But he's going to come. He's going to pull something off here. He wants Josh to know that he's still there and waiting. Ty Bowman is out again. And Ty Bowman, I think I can see from the mini-map, and we cannot see him at all. He's had the worst weekend. The worst driver's luck ever. But pushing away from him, through the final corner we come. He wins again. He gets a heat tonight, and it's going to be Josh Hunter who wins in Genk. An outstanding race. We had about 4 to 5 different leaders. Getting into the final, we should expect nothing less of an exciting race we saw in Heat 1 and Heat 2. We had to the final. Josh Hunter still remains in the lead here. He's been given a warning about his starts. It was quite a very horrendous start before, and hopefully the penalties rewarded out. Drivers will hopefully have a better, safe race. Time Baldwin missed a start here, so he won't be participating with us. Unfortunately, I think Ryder McKay did it right as well. He unfortunately hasn't been able to put a single hit due to server issues. Two very fast drivers who haven't been able to achieve anything tonight. And unfortunately, but I don't think that's it. Josh Hunter, Jack Musico in the front row. Jack Musico battling for the lead. Who will win tonight? Who will Josh keep his championship reign? Will Jack end up getting that win? And yeah, well, 100%. We'll need to restart that.
Okay, restart. Bro, fucking. Okay, whoever was behind me, stop fucking bumping of us shit cows, alright? Fucking hell. Okay, so everyone's just fucking crashed out.
Okay,
Go. Yeah. No, no, I forgot already. Am I P1? I'm P1, okay. Okay, I'm P1. Josh, move out the way, mate.
Okay, come a bit early. It was a atrocious start there. We had to have a bit of officialing with the and a bit of a talk with the drivers. Set some ground rules for the restart. And towards the race here, it's a cleaner start. And I think they begin now. They start now. And, oh, they're crashing to turn one. And, oh, a bit of a big crash there. Into turn one. I think, yeah, their drivers have been set back some positions.
Okay, Austin Smith needs to be penalised or kicked because he has just sent me like 12 times. And then he just spun me again. Kicks,
Okay. We've had two pretty horrible starts or final. Hopefully we get one that's actually good. So, third time's a charm, they say. And it's been quite a stressful final. We had such a good weekend to the final. And by the looks of it, they should be getting away fine. So heading to the start here. They're slow. They're steady. They're calm. And they're going to get underway now. Finally a good start. Coming down to turn one. Everyone not crashing or anything. And we get a good start. So the racing's back on. Josh Hunter to P2. The rest of the field, carry back down. As we talk. Now let's have a look at something real quick. So, still in the lead is Josh Hunter. Back in P2 is... Back on, Josh Hunter to P2. So, sorry about that. Josh Hunter in P2, the P1, sorry. And Jack Music on P2. Finally, we can have some good racing here. So, back down into turn one. I'm getting lost track. Okay, sorry about this. I've just been stressed. Okay. Okay. So we'll get back to the leaders here. It's still on for these two guys. And they're still racing for the lead. And Jack Musico is going to say... Jack Musico's not going to take no for an answer. You see that from the other heats. Not sure what the sound is for the carts, but it doesn't matter at the moment. So anyway, they keep going. Back down. Into the hairpin. So Jack Musico. Still fighting it out on Josh Hunter. And at the moment, they're still fighting for the lead. Yeah, sorry about this. Okay, so they're still out there. It's been quite just these two guys trailing each other at the moment. Heading into the final corner, Jack Musico and Josh Hunter. They're still fighting. There's nothing between these two blokes, and they're just going to keep doing it. They're going to just keep fighting at the moment. So Jack Musico, he's going to take the inside. He doesn't. And that's Jack Musico. He's just going to wait till the end of the race here, lap 4 at the moment. So, Josh Hunter flips! Unbelievable stuff! What's happened there? Josh Hunter has flipped, and Jack Musico takes the lead of the race. And for the first time this season, Josh Hunter will not get a podium. And that is crazy stuff. Right when the championship, right when a win means the most, it goes terrible for him. Right when he needed it. So unfortunately, I think that's a DNF. Or I don't know if he's still out on track. You can see he's decreasing down the order. That is crazy from Josh Hunter, and will finally, right when he needed it, all Knox Black needs to do now is pull something off that can change. Yeah, so coming through the hairpin now, down the back straight. Jet Saragi right behind Tyler Koenig. Now it's the battle for P2. These guys don't have to worry about if Josh Hunter's going to win or not. Jack Musico doesn't got to worry about anything. He's going to be smooth sailing for the rest of the race. But I don't want to say too much because that's obviously going to lead to what we usually see is a crash in the front runners. So looking towards the back of the field there, Tyler Koenig. Can he finally get a podium? He's been dreaded of At the moment, he's still not, but now coming down the hairpin. Yeah, here we go. And back into the hairpin. So they're still battling here. Not too much going on. I think they're just trying to work together so they can get up to Jack Musico. Because what seems like is that they're not going to try and pass each other. They're going to try and fight and crash out. They've listened from the other heats. So they're just going to try and pull something off. And I think it's working. What's the gap? We had 1.2. I think it was 1.7 before. So if they're pulling 5 tenths of that, which means they should approximately be with him within roughly probably 2 to 3 laps, unless they start battling again. So very smart tactics from these guys. And I think for a while we're going to have to take a look at the front runners, because Jack Musico could win his take his first KAKC race at the moment. And these guys, we'll see what the gap is now. And you can see they're just, before they were just nowhere near Jack, and now they look like they're just a dive bomb away. And so unfortunately for Jack Musico, he doesn't seem to have the best of luck at the moment. And he's got steaming Jet Saragi and Tyler Koenig right behind him. And we'll check out the gaps. Hasn't it? Hey, look at that. 4 tenths, or 3 tenths. It was 4 tenths actually. So they're just gaining on him every lap, and it's going to get down to the wire where they're going to end up. And unfortunately for Jack Musico, he may not take out this win. He knows they're getting close to it. He's looking back, he's getting anxious. And in this league, when you get anxious in the lead, you crash out, usually like Josh did just a few laps ago. So, Knox Black, where is he at the moment? And I think he's out. He didn't even start. So the championship will remain for the top 2. I think Knox Black very fuming he wasn't able to start this race. Because of all things, he needs a proper start. So, they are going down the straight. What's the gap now? It's only 9 tenths. I think Tyler's more pulling from Jet than they are together, so I think they might be not working together. I think that might just be the max they're going to be able to put. Maybe Jack Musico's seeing the stress and he's trying to just not pull something out to scare himself. But there's a lot more coming down here. It's going to be Ben Church-Murray versus Cameron Hope for P6 this is. And it will head down to the back straight. I think more we're going to see from the front here. So here's the Jet Sarag and Tyler Koenig. So we'll see what the gap is now. I think Jack Musico is finally starting to drive a bit on them. You know, they are quite close though. So we'll check, we'll look. Jack Musico goes across the line. 6 tenths! They're 6 tenths from each other. They're still hunting. They're not done. Jet Saragi might be done after that little mistake. But Tyler Koenig is not. And this is going to be the battle to the end. For Jack Musico and Tyler Koenig. 2 guys never won in KAKC. Might change tonight. So now, they're still fighting. It's almost like Tyler can just pass him from here. Be quite illegal, be quite dangerous. But to be honest, he can do it. He can do it from his gap. He jacks a little there, goes wide, but I think that, oh, what's happened there? The back markers have taken him out, and unfortunately, Tyler Koenig, while we're speaking about that, Tyler Koenig loses out. at that point. And yeah, that's crazy from Tyler. He gets out, and that is going to be a huge disappointment from him. And a huge disappointment from everyone. And unfortunately, I'm not sure who did that. The back marker gets in the way, and they hit each other. But this has been quite a bland final at best. But maybe not for P2. These two guys still there battling. It's a battle for second. Jack Musico, you think he's got the advantage now? Unless they're going to try and do what they were doing with Tyler. It's been quite a long one. 16 minutes of racing. And, by the looks of it, a lot of penalties to hand out. And maybe potentially race bans. So, Lewis Gotch coming through into turn 1. So, Jetsaragi and Lewis Scott still battling. Lewis Scott had a little peep at him, but he didn't want to. I don't think he wants to. I don't think he needs to. So, they're still out there, still battling. Coming through, here we go. So they're coming through into lap 12 or 16. So, they're still out there battling. Oh, this is the wrong pack, sorry. Okay, I was looking at something. So, Jetsaragi and Lewis Scotch still out there battling in Genk. Now coming through, back into the hairpin. But now through the final corner, 2 laps to go, or 3 laps to go. Jack Musico, I think he's pretty much solidified himself as the round 4 winner for the championship. And I mean, he might have championship hopes coming to San Jose. I mean, I'm not going to never say never. Jetsaragi also got it. There could be 4 guys in hopes of championship reign. And it could be very competitive. You might want to watch next Monday for some intense racing by the 4 guys. I'm not sure. I'll calculate them tomorrow. Stay tuned on social media because it could be feisty between the 4 guys. I think Jetsaragi, Jack Musico, Knox Black and Josh Hunter heading into San Jose. So now for the final corner. These 2 guys, couple of laps to go. Oh, have a look at these guys. It's the battle for P4. Lucchesa. Who's that? That's Lucchesa. Ben Churchbelief and Cameron Hope still battling. This isn't the battle. This is the battle for 4th, sorry, not 3rd. So it's just the train here. I think they're all teammates. So I don't think they're going to really try and pop out something right away. And we're in the final corner. For coming down back straight. I think he's pulled away. We're heading to the final lap. He's been quite fast all weekend. I think he'll be very happy with this result. He's done very well all weekend, all championship. He's never won ever. So he's had some races where he's almost won. He's had some races where he's almost lost. And unfortunately, that all ends tonight at Genk. With Josh Hunter, 8 DNFs. Not all the drivers have finished all 4 of these rounds. But here's Morgan see from the back there. Probably should look from the back here. I didn't think these guys were going to start fighting as quick as possible. But now they are. So Lewis Gotch, I think, goes a little wide. So Lewis Gotch is going to try and send it. And I think that's the end for their little battle. And maybe not. So I'm looking over. Pay attention to the minimap. But through the final corner, he's going to be as happy as he's going to be as happy as hell. He takes the win in Genk. And Jerry comes in second. He does it unbelievably. Gets the win in Genk, and the title fight is still on. Could he win? We'll find out in San Jose.